Hi everyone. So here we are at Ram and Sonali's kitchen, and today Sonali's going to try and go through and cook khichuri for you. So we've set up the ingredients here on the cooktop just so that you can see. First of all, we're going to be using sesame oil, that's over there. Here's the pan. We're going to cook a fair amount, and here's some of the ingredients. We'll go through them later, but to note that there's a cup of basmati rice there that we've washed a couple of times and just drained that. And then there's some frozen peas that has been brought out and left to warm at room temperature. We're going to add some carrots and some tomatoes. We'll give you some quantities for that. But the main ingredient, of course, is going to be the Moong Dahl. And there's a cup and a half of this Moong Dahl that we very nicely bought from India only a few weeks ago. This is the staple of many of the Ayurvedic dishes, and this is what we're going to do. And first of all, would want to roast this Moong Dahl, and it helps if it's done in a little bit of oil. So we're going to take probably one tablespoon of oil, of sesame seed oil, put that down and turn on the heat. One
tablespoon will be fine.
1 tablespoon of oil is fine, and then turn on the heat. Good. And so we're going to be roasting this dal, and what you want to do is you want to roast it very gently, because you just want the coloring to develop and the aroma to come to you as you roast it. Don't overdo it, because if it starts to go brown or black, you've overdone it and it actually won't cook. And if you do that, then simply throw that dal away and restart, because this is a sensitive part. You need to get this quite right. So here we are, a little bit of oil that's in there, and then the dal gets added. It's easy enough. And you're just going to be stirring it. It'll take some time, and you just need to watch it the whole time. What we'll do is we'll come back to it in a few minutes. So about 5 minutes has elapsed since we put the Moong Dahl in, and you can see Sonali is stirring away, just making sure. There's very little oil in there. You just need to constantly stir it for 5 minutes, and the color is now starting to develop, and we're starting to see the aroma coming off it. So what we're now going to do is, when we're ready, we're going to add the rice that we've pre-washed into this mixture. All right. So it hasn't gone brown, you can see it hasn't gone black, but the color has deepened a little bit, and now you can definitely smell the Moong Dahl coming out. And this just gives the whole khichuri a nicer flavor if you roast it in this way. You can dry roast it, or in our case just with a bit of oil. Then in goes the rice. This is a basmati rice. You can use any type really, but we prefer
basmati.
We prefer the long grain basmati. There's 1 cup of rice that's gone in there, and just merely stirring it in. Still with the medium heat on, so we haven't stopped the heat at all, right? But the rice has gone in. One thing we have done is we've boiled some water. We've got a kettle of boiling water on standby, because we're going to add that at some stage that you'll see, and we'll come back to you in a moment.
Yeah.
So after a couple of minutes of stirring, you can see that the rice and the dal is all there very nicely, and we're going to just stir the vegetables a little bit so that we can add them to it. So in a saucepan, we've taken how much, Sonali?
1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon again of sesame oil, and in there we're going to add a couple of bay leaves, dry bay leaves, cinnamon stick. And what else do you have there? You have
3-4 cardamoms.
3 or 4 cardamoms. That'll do for the time being. You just want to bring that up just to in the oil there as the heat comes up. And to this we're going to add the carrots, right? So that we can just pre-cook them a little bit before we add them to the khichuri. So you can see that it's starting to smoke. So the bay leaves, they're getting a bit done, and then in goes the carrots.
Actually, I will probably do those. These also.
So what are those?
Cumin seeds.
Cumin seeds. Okay. Cumin seeds go in, and they go snap, crackle, and pop. In go the carrots. We're using about 300 grams of carrots, but really it's up to you. You can do a khichuri without carrots quite happily, but it gives a little bit of extra vegetables in there, and we're allowed to eat carrots, so that's quite good.
Yeah, that's not the thing. I usually put potatoes, cauliflower, but we're not allowed now.
So at the moment carrots will have to do, but it could be other vegetables just as well. So again, just sauteing them a little bit. Are you going to add the tomatoes at this time or later?
A little bit later. I'm chopping it still, and then I will add tomato and the ginger and the egg.
So we've got a couple of tablespoons of grated ginger over there, you can see, and that's going to be added along. So the spices really will come once we've added the leaves. And really the carrots are coming along now quite well. You can see the cumin seeds there on the carrots. The bay leaves are trying to get out. So, and to the side there you can see that Sonali's got some turmeric at the ready, along with some ground black pepper. Black pepper is really very important whenever you use turmeric. It increases the oxidation power of turmeric by 1,000-fold. So antioxidant, which is what turmeric is greatly enhanced by black pepper. And so now the grated ginger is going in. Again, you want to cook that ginger, so get it into the oil really. What little oil there is in use.
Yeah, just not take the rawness off.
And you're now adding how much turmeric did you add?
I think 1 teaspoon.
Right. There will be a recipe with this to follow, but it's a teaspoon of turmeric and then half a teaspoon of black pepper, ground black pepper.
And that water will come
all going in. And now it's starting to get a bit dry, as you see, because of the ginger. And so in goes the tomatoes. And they'll provide a little bit of moisture while you stir that in. Turn up the heat a little bit. At the moment we've got it on 10, which is a medium heat. You see that's coming along, and we're going to be adding this thing to the rice
Dahl
and the Dahl mixture, right? Do you want to add the
Asafoetida?
Oh, right, okay. This is the thing that I can never pronounce. Hing is called in India, but what's it called, Sonali? It doesn't say it.
Oh.
It's the Asafoetida or something like that. Weird herb. It's optional. Just
it's good for if because sometimes dal can create a gas and things, but that's actually good for your stomach to digestion.
All right. So if you don't want to be gassy after your khichuri, we recommend that you add
pinch of that.
Pinch of that. If you've got it, otherwise don't worry about it. So that's coming along now, and it'll soon be time to add that.
You can add a little bit of water in there.
looks like a curry in its own right, doesn't it? Because that'll be your carrot curry. Good. Well, that's prepared that, and that'll make it easier when it's added to everything.
So, to me, I don't know.
Okay. So this has been boiling now for about 12 minutes, and notice that we just put the lid to one side, allow the steam to come out, and now it's time to give it a stir, see where we are. We've prepared some more boiled water in case we need it, so let's take a look what it looks like at the moment. Oh, see, all that water has been soaked up. In fact, we caught it. So in goes the peas.
So every now and again it's best to look.
Yeah, to have a look, make sure that it doesn't run dry, and look at the color of it. That's starting to look really nice.
Now I'm going to put, because
Peas
we like a little bit of runny.
Yeah, we like our khichuri quite runny, so in goes more water. As you can see, it's possible to cook quite a large pot of this. You can feed an awful lot of people with this in one go.
Not for us.
Well, we're greedy little things, so we'll finish it off quite heartily, and even the little one likes this.
So 4 of us. It'll be probably this amount will make to feed
About
6, yeah.
Yeah, this amount will probably feed about 6 people. So you can judge on whether you need to double up or whatever.
I will put a bit more water and cover it for 25 minutes. So, because I put plenty of water is better, because you don't want it to
stick.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've added that. We'll add the lid again, allowing for a little bit of space on the lid, and we'll check on it every 10 minutes or so. But we're looking at 25 minutes or so on a simmer.
I'm going to reduce it quite a lot. It could really simmer. So, yeah.
Okay, we'll come back to it later. So here we are. In fact, it's only been 20 minutes. This dal really cooks quite quickly, so we've been checking up on it every 10 minutes or so. Yeah. And you can tell when it's cooked. How do you tell, Sonali? It's just soft?
Soft, yeah, and you can even dal gone mashed in there. Right. Rice is soft.
Right.
So, but I haven't, it tastes nice. I haven't added any salt. Right. So now I'm going to add salt. I try not to add salt before, because it's a mixed learning. People say you can add salt with the dal, but my mom always used to say, no, add the salt in the last, because otherwise dal doesn't cook. So I'm now going to add, I'm going to switch on again, and add I just add 2 teaspoons of salt.
Obviously this is to taste.
Yeah.
Depends on how salty you like your food, and do take it. We use the Himalayan rock salt rather than the white sort of Saksa type salt, which is always a good idea. And here you're adding a
little bit of sugar.
How much?
1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon of sugar. Now you may not expect that, but sugar also brings out the real flavor of food, and this just happened to be brown sugar. And again, it's coming along, and then you're going to add a teaspoon of garam masala. Now, we make our own, but this is available from Indian shops to buy. This is ground garam masala, and it just gives that enhanced flavor right at the end. And then finally, you're going to add a couple of tablespoons of ghee.
Yep, melted ghee.
So, as you know, ghee is the elixir of life. And again, this is optional, but if you want the true flavor of it all, then ghee is a very good idea. And then just stir that in. And we're right at the tail end. The heat is on, but on a very gentle. And once you realize that all of that is mixed in, and you can really turn off the temperature.
Yeah, heat fully. I'm just doing in the middle.
Yeah, you just bring it up to heat again, so that all of that gets infused with the khichuri. You can see what it's like, right? You're going to really enjoy it when it comes. And we often have it with a papadum or something like that. And you can take as much as you like on a plate or a pasta bowl or something. And you can see we like it quite runny, but you can add less water if you wanted to. So that's ready to cook, ready to eat. So do you think it's ready to eat?
I will try. It's hot.
What does it need?
It doesn't need anything.
Perfect.
Perfect. Salt even.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So bon appetit. Thanks, everyone. Hope you have success with it. Let us know either way, and we'll make you into great khichuri cooks. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.